We're checking into Psyck.
Sick.
Yo, check it out. It's a sick discussion.
You tuned in to Sick Discussions. You are now listening to a Sick Discussion.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Sick Discussion. I just scared the shit out of Faith. It's always.
Turn you down to my headphones.
It's your boy, Reggie So Dope.
What's good? It's Stephen.
What's good, y'all? This Marv.
Yeah, we got another very special episode for
Drum
y'all.
roll. Another drum roll.
We got a guest. Listen to everybody. She been around. Y'all don't know her, but we do. We got Faith in the building.
What up,
Hey.
It's
babe?
okay.
What
You
up?
finna put all your brands out there right now.
What's good?
They didn't know Selena at first, and now she got a movie, a Netflix show,
Hey, a whole series.
a Tombstone. So tell us a little bit
Reggie.
about yourself.
Please. That's what we did today.
I mean, for the most part, I'm just, Faith.
You don't tell us what the
I
fuck
do.
you do.
I'm about to get there.
Okay.
For the most part, I do nails. I'm an artist as a whole. I dabble in a lot of different things.
Okay.
If that is nails, hair, makeup, if you need it, I got you. I paint now. That's been a journey for me. Yeah, that's been great.
okay.
So.
So when are you hosting your first painting set?
I was just talking about that the other day with my family. I was sometime in January.
Y'all fucking
I'll
hear
throw
it,
that out
2021.
there.
Okay.
Low-key, I'll
Get the
throw it out there
vaccination
now.
and come to the
Okay.
painting set. Don't come in here with COVID.
Mask up.
All right.
That's crazy.
Cool.
That's dope.
Thank you so much for that. All right, so today's episode, we're gonna do our best to be serious. Because it's about seasonal depression. All right, like again, we've referenced this in so many episodes. And then we sat down and was like, well, do people even know what the fuck that is?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things you think everybody understands, but they actually have no clue.
Right.
And so that's what we're gonna, go into today. And so my question for y'all is, from your perspective, what is seasonal depression?
Ooh. Let's go to our guest.
I'm down for the favorite.
I had a feeling. Pretty much what seasonal depression is. It's just the change of any season. You tend to, get moody, get sad, or irritated more often. That's really what it is. It can be wintertime. It can be spring or summer. It's just seasons change. So, yeah.
Okay. Everybody else, y'all got a little parsley to add to what exactly is seasonal depression?
The first thing that comes to mind when I hear seasonal depression is automatically winter, which is messed up because that's my season. My birthday's not.
Sad ass birthday.
Okay, I'll be sad. Be dark by 4:30. I'll be in the crib sad now. But honestly, stuck around the wintertime, like when we lose an hour or we get out, whatever. Like when it gets dark a little bit earlier, people actually tend to get a little bit more moody. Most people don't realize why they are starting to change up a little bit, be more sad, kind of stick to themselves. It's cold out, whatever. So I just like accumulate it to like wintertime and like when it gets dark a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Ooh.
Any parsley?
No parsley at all. So
Put a little something on there.
Sour cream.
Okay.
no sour cream on this.
oh, no sour cream.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So I actually looked up the definition
Okay.
of seasonal depression. And so mayoclinic.org, don't know why it's called that.
Mayo?
That sounds a little nasty.
It's about white. But so what they say is seasonal depression, the real name is actually seasonal affective disorder,
Okay.
which makes the acronym sad. I was like, y'all thought
All
hard
right.
about that.
Yeah.
But so it says it's a type of depression that's related to change in the seasons. Seasonal, sad begins and ends at about the same time every year. If you're like most people with sad, your symptoms start in the fall and continue into the winter months, sapping into your energy and making you feel more moody.
Sapping.
Less often, seasonal depression causes depression in the spring or early summer because like you've been so down for so long, it typically matriculates into the other, seasons.
Mhm.
And so with that, I gotta ask y'all, when did you realize that seasonal depression was a real thing?
Should I go first again? Is that what
Have to, but be my guest.
Okay.
Double entendre. See what I did there?
I don't know. I guess the first time, truly, honestly, the first time that I even knew what sad is.
We're gonna go with seasonal depression.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
When I first actually like heard of it was probably like 2-3 years ago. But I've always had issues with just like the winter blues, you know, or whatever. Like, cause like that's just a normal thing. I feel like that affects a lot of people. So if you know what it is or not, you probably deal with it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. I never knew it really had a title. I just kind of knew that when it was cold outside, I wasn't fucking with it. So I'm like,
It got dark outside.
then I learned about it. I'm like, oh, so this is what that is. So it's kind of one of those things to where you kind of learn as you got older what something was and how it was affecting you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Anything suave?
No, that's it for me. Just learning around college. Like somebody was just talking about it one day. I just kind of asked them to tell me a little bit more about it, and that's what it was. Like, it wasn't no crazy introduction. That's what it was to me.
What's crazy is my degree's in psychology, and I never heard of this shit till after I graduated.
Wow. Okay.
So Northern,
you go to class?
You failed me.
Bad.
Okay. Well, where were you?
You failed me.
Right.
It's an acronym for this shit. But nah, for real. So when I got older, and I learned from my little sister, because I feel like Gen Z are just so much more in tune with their emotions than those of us who I guess are considered to be millennials. Because we still had like the hardcoreness of like the 90s when our parents were feeling their youth and shit. So we got whoopings and told we wasn't shit.
Okay.
And then Gen Z is like, it's okay, let's go plant trees. And so my little sister, she was just telling me like, yeah, your birthday was like, it's special to me because my birthday's in September. She's like, typically after that, my seasonal depression kicks in. And I asked her, well, what the fuck is that? Because I hadn't heard of it. And she really did inform me like that's a thing. And as I started to pay more attention, I realized like, man, I fucking hate the wintertime. And I just thought it's because I hate snow. I mean, I hate the sound of it, hate the look of it. I hate it.
Well,
but it's like, nah, I think I hate the whole goddamn winter. Like I think like I do have less energy. I typically hang out with less people. It's really weird. But I didn't realize it was a thing until I was an adult. So the things we learn. So story time. Pretty early,
Story time.
Let's go, Devin.
So like, do y'all have a story that just describes how seasonal depression affects you, personally? Because we've all recognized it, and I mean, I think we've all stated that it fucks with us to a certain degree. That's seasonal depression. Dropping shit. I'm not playing. But nah, so like, how does seasonal depression affect you all personally?
For me personally, I'm a graphic designer and photographer, so like during the wintertime, I can't really do outside shoots unless I want to be cold. So it's like, I can't do that. I kind of sometimes also feel less creative during the winter when there's like no sun and it's like dark at 3:00. I'm just like, well, time to go to sleep. But it's like, that's kind of my story on how it like affects my daily life, I would say.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Faith.
Ooh.
You looked at me and then looked away.
Looked at me too,
Look at me and look away. I'm on your ass.
Story time.
I guess the best thing, like, well, not the best thing, but usually around the wintertime, my depression is like on 10. Like, it is so bad. Because I deal with it on a daily already as it is, but like when wintertime comes around, it's bad. Like panic attacks left and right, like downing bottles of wine for fun, like
ain't no problem.
Music. Sad and shit for no reason. it's a lot for sure. But I think about 2 years ago, at this point, I think that it was probably my worst time for sure during like seasonal depression. Legit, it just entered like December, I believe. Like it was like end of November, December, right around this time. So maybe I should be like preparing myself for a breakdown.
Hold on. Dark humor.
But like I was just home by myself. Well, no, I wasn't by myself, but I was at home and I was just cleaning. I obsessively clean when I'm depressed. I don't know what that's about. That's not right. But I like scrub the shit out of everything. So like I'm like emptying out like drawers I haven't opened in forever and like refolding all of my shit and like.
Do you do house calls during this time?
Sir.
Catch me when I'm sad.
Let me know you're not feeling all right. Come on over, pal.
Okay. No, but no, I'm not gonna clean nobody else's house. But
they sit mad as hell.
Yeah,
Ain't that
no,
sad,
I'm
bro?
okay. But I clean my own shit and like I don't even know what the fuck happened. Like I'm legit in my room blasting music, cleaning and shit. And then all of a sudden, like, first of all, I'm at my worst. Let me just tell you that. I'm at my worst. I'm in a bonnet. Like,
Not your worst is what people go outside to Walmart in. No.
I wouldn't even go to Walmart. Like, I legit was like so fucked up and just drunk off of wine. And like, I was totally fine. Like, I mean, clearly I wasn't fine, but like,
I was fine, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was like, I'm totally fine. It's cool, right? And then like all of a sudden, like I sit on the floor and I just like crying, like, oh my God, full on panic attack, middle of my room, laundry all over the place, like me just sitting in a pile of like laundry, crying and shit, like looking fucked up.
To hear it.
So I like call my best friend and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with me, man.
Do you call your best friend in the middle of crying?
Oh, literally. I
don't know what's going on with me. Hello? Hello? Are you okay? No.
Literally me. No. Fucked up. Oh, no. So my sister comes in there because like she's hearing like she's like, what the fuck? Like
are you okay? What's going on?
And so she runs in there and she doesn't know what the fuck to do. So she goes and calls my oldest brother. And like, it was like this whole thing, like, it was not good for me. I did get some help, you know.
So it was good for you,
man. I mean, I wouldn't say it was good for me because that's a whole nother thing. But like the way that like hospitals deal with people with mental illnesses and like even just like how police react to like people who are freaking out and panicking, like legit, I'm freaking the fuck. Okay, let me tell you guys. If you guys see anyone that having like a panic attack, like don't overcrowd them. Don't grab them. Don't make them freak out any more than they already are. Type shit. Like give them space to breathe. They'll be fine. But like police officers don't know that. Like type shit. So like they just come in there and they're just like, oh, it's just somebody freaking out, and like they're grabbing you and shit, and like that's not cool. But so that was a bad experience. The hospital itself, terrible experience. Just 3 out of 10. Terrible. Like,
don't recommend. Don't recommend. Do not recommend.
Not recommend at all. That shit was trash. The therapist, terrible. But therapy is great. Therapy is it is great. But you have to find the right person. So get help. But yeah. Get help for sure.
I agree.
But the right help.
Okay.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Y'all got like moments or just how does seasonal depression affect y'all personally?
How it affect me personally? I guess I got a story, but it's not like how it affects me personally now. I would say I realize like what I go through a little bit more now because, like I said before, I learned what seasonal depression was in college. Just talking to a friend. But before that, I feel like in high school and being so much younger, I was literally always busy, like on the go doing winter, like sports, like clubs, like kicking it with friends, talking. So I never really paid attention to how it affected me. But as I gotten older, like, the activities and the extracurriculars like literally slowed down. So it like kind of forced me to pay attention to like how this shit's affecting me. So like I describe myself as like an ambivert. Like I feel like I'm really perfectly balanced. Like some days I love people, sometimes like I just need my space. But it forced me to realize like around this time I'm really like always by myself. And like before I really started paying attention to it, I didn't know like why. Like, okay, like at first I had shit to do. Like I was thinking it was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm just, things are slowing down now. But no, it's like a completely different reason. Like I literally can like just, like I had classes, like I was like not going to class. I could sit in bed all day, like eat more than I usually do, like just literally binge watch TV. But I literally like it never crossed my mind like, oh, seasonal depression, I'm depressed right now. So I think it just kind of forced me to realize like why I'm doing some of the things that I do. So if anyone's listening, like, you just hearing it for the first time, it may put some things into perspective for you.
Got you. Not to expose you, Suave.
But not to therapize you real quick.
Not to therapize you right now. But no, it's crazy because like I look at how often we kick it in the summer and the spring and all that, and then I look at this time and I'm like, you are a little bit more quiet. Not to say you depressed, but I was just like, damn, like we just get in the habit of that thing. Yeah, so that's interesting. Personally, seasonal depression makes me more like, and just this time of year makes me more unpredictable. And what I mean by that is some days I'm first thing in the morning, 8 a.m. I am calling you. I am loud. I am energetic.
What's
and
good?
Like legit,
Good
I'm
morning.
texting good morning,
6:30.
hoes, all
Wake
of
up,
that.
hoes.
Like legit. And then like there are these moments of like, do not fucking talk to me. So like I think I do have more like mood swings this time of year. I'm way less likely to come to anything. In the summer I'm like, what's up? Pull up, do all that. This time of year I'm like, I'm invisible.
And it's be cold outside.
Like legit.
Wake up on a coat,
The way
scarf.
for real,
gloves.
you gotta do all that. And I think
No.
about the way I typically check in on my people, where I don't mind being the first one in the group chat. Like, yo, what's the thing? Everybody good? This time of year, it's like, man, fucking find me or find Jesus. So like, as we talk, I really do. I think about it like it's just my moods are a bit more unpredictable during this time of year. That's some shit.
Look at you.
Look at this.
Well, you're about to therapize me. What's your question?
Okay, look.
Ask away.
What do I feel?
I ain't got shit to say shit.
Okay.
Just
Y'all
like
threw all.
All right, so I do have a monkey wrench for y'all, because we stay in Chicago or Illinois.
okay.
You know what I mean? And so like seasonal depression is more so validated here because we get snow. We get looking outside our window and it's like, oh, this like it's a nice day, and go outside and it's like 3 degrees. You know what I mean? Like we get that. We get lied to by the outdoors.
Okay.
So like, do y'all feel as though seasonal depression may not be as big of a thing in places that are just warm like year round?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I'm pretty positive that like people can like, how do I explain this shit?
People be sad all over the world, B.
Niggas just sad.
But, like,
Niggas get sad every day, nigga.
It can just be a different form. Cause like some people like I think when you think like seasonal depression, you just think, oh, I'm sad and like I'm just like, oh, well, it's me and I'm gonna sit down and shit. But like it could also be just say if like it's the summertime and like you just seem more agitated, like you're more like angry and like shit like that. Like that's still seasonal depression in a sense. So like it don't gotta be cold. Like I feel like anywhere, if it's warm or not, like people can feel some type of way when the seasons change drastically in general. So
I got you.
yeah.
Okay.
I think for us, like the cold is just like it just be beating our ass
It's
like
the
twice
icing
as
on the
hard.
cake.
That's just what it is.
That shit hurt when
The
you walk
punch on the back of the
Bro.
Because
Like
we
you
live
said,
by the
it's
lake,
foul.
so it's like, nah, nigga, it's cold.
Yeah.
You see sun out, you walk out, it's like 3 degrees.
And
You
then it
be,
get dark. I can't take naps no more. The
Wake
day,
up at 9 o'clock.
the day
But-
just flies by now.
But it does still get dark in some other places that are warm. Like I think it's just the fact that you ain't getting as much sunlight that may affect them too.
Because we black.
That's-
Right.
Mhm.
That's what I was going for.
That's what
Right?
it is.
That's
Because we
true,
black.
though, right?
The sun is like it's our like charger. It's our the new charger is the smart charger.
So the wireless.
We be good at
charger.
30 minutes in the sun. You know what I mean? AirPods. Let's go.
I think that's what it is. though.
You got
I
like
feel
natural
that.
solar panels and shit.
Mhm.
We need sun.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
No, I do. I think I feel like Dev, same, or do you feel like
I agree.
I concur?
Yes.
Same.
See.
Whatever they say.
Nah, right.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. Cool. So then how do y'all cope with seasonal depression? Because it's a thing. We're all affected by it, at least in this room. I'm not just gonna speak that on everybody. But
Y'all depressed.
every last one of you motherfuckers get depressed. Christmas ain't shit, nigga. Nah, but fuck a happy holiday. No, my holidays are happy. I got money this year. I'm buying gifts. You feel me? And I'm receiving them. But nah, for real though. So like, how do y'all cope with seasonal depression? Like, how do y'all deal with this shit?
I think I have two ways to cope. The exhibit A would be to like figure it out all by myself and like listening to music or like just have like a me day.
I think that's the long way. No, because you said me day. All right, let me listen.
Yes,
That's
listen,
some good
please.
Reggie judging already.
And then the other way is to call some of my friends and like get a little bit more active. So either I'm not talking to nobody or I'm talking to a bunch of people. Not a bunch.
I'm talking to the people I care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are like the two ways that I think I can deal with like seasonal depression.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. What about you, Faye?
I feel like it depends my mood, I guess. Like,
Fuck everybody.
yeah.
Fuck them.
What really does, like, honestly, truly, like, and this is so bad because, like, I be having issues with people because I do this, but, like, sometimes I will go on a full blown, like, hiatus. I'll turn my phone off for, like, months. Like, I kid you not. Like, I'll turn my phone off. Like, I'll delete all social media and shit. Like, I'll, like, disappear. But that's good for me because then I have time to just sit and reflect on like myself and like just breathe without all of, because like I tend to be very empathetic, so I tend to like take on other people's shit. And when I'm at my worst, the worst thing I can do is take on
more shit.
stuff. Yeah.
Right.
So taking that break is like good. That or I drink.
Oh.
Which is a bad
I
coping
said you was on the
mechanism.
road.
Bad. Don't do that. Bad.
I feel like drinking. Right.
How much you drinking?
Right. Because I feel like for a day or two, it's like, okay, that's self-care.
No, it low-key makes it
Question
worse.
mark?
It low-key makes it worse. I promise you that.
Mhm.
Like it makes it a lot worse. So you shouldn't. You should find healthy coping mechanisms. But
I agree.
I mean, sometimes I like to drink. So
Chalk it up to that. No, it's not the depression. That's like
Some people drink, some people smoke, some do both, some do coke. So it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. I fucked you up.
tomatoes,
It
tomatoes.
That's dumb, bro.
That's crazy.
Suave.
I gotta stay active, bro. Like people know I love to skate. So that's literally like the one thing I will do.
running.
Hey, you know what?
Wait, did you say Forrest Gump?
Yes, he
Forrest
did.
Gump.
Marvin posting his.
I can't take it out in
run
the
a
winter
day.
though. It's too cold. I can't do that in the winter time.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
We're not interrupt Marv, but back to Marv.
Oh, I fucking hate y'all. I'm done. But anyway,
I love you, Darla. Why don't you love me?
Please.
I'm sorry.
Somebody talk, please.
But you be running this shit. Got it.
I'm gonna just.
I said I try to stay active. I said whether it's seasonal depression or not, I love to skate.
Take a breath.
So I try to go skate as much as possible. That's like the one thing I would do no matter how cold it is. I'll force myself to do that. I come real down. I feel like that's kind of just like kick me like my gears back into, get me going. But I can't do like the running and shit when it's cold though. Honestly, like I said, y'all know I love to, but I just can't do it. G. I can't bring myself to
I
do
never
it.
could run out.
Yeah, it's
outside.
too
Like
much.
that's just
I
not.
can never just run. Oh my God.
Come on, for no
Bro,
reason.
it's judging like
Not for my life.
y'all ass dog.
Ain't nobody chasing me.
Before we get into the next question, I guess I should give y'all my coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Honestly, the gym has become my safe haven. And not just because I'm losing weight and shitting on my haters, but because
Okay, that's a reason.
everybody who told me
That's a
no,
reason.
I'm making them regret. Nah, but like for real, like when I work out, I just feel great. I get another surge of energy even after my workout. So hitting the gym is definitely a way that I cope. I believe I write more during this time of year. Because last winter I created like 15 poems.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Granted, it was some crazy shit happening last winter. But yeah, I mean, I still created like 15 different poems. So I'm not gonna say I'm my most creative, but this is the time where I focus more on creativity.
Gotcha.
Like for real. So I think, and those are my best ways. Like I am a natural shit talker. No matter who I talk to, I'm gonna talk shit.
Yeah.
And so that's therapy for me as well.
Therapy.
It is.
Okay.
To just take a listening ear and say whatever the fuck you want to say about whoever the fuck you want to say about it. I mean, that shit just feels great.
That's crazy.
It feels great.
That's good.
You ever took it's like that morning shit after a night of tacos and
Oh
tequila?
my god.
No? Can't relate?
I can't really.
What's the
Okay,
next
sorry.
question?
Cool. Relief. So, next question. That'd be so like, what does self-care then look like for y'all during this time of year? So we've talked about our coping mechanisms, which for the most part, it sounds like we are finding those intentional things.
Mm-hmm.
So then what are those pockets of self-care? Because we all are people who practice self-care. And so does self-care change for you this time of year? Is it amplified? Like what exactly does that look like during this season?
I knew it was coming.
Don't look to my right.
I feel like the thing that's been helping me recently
Come on, reset.
is it's like as of like 2 weeks ago, like
We love fresh.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
We love it hot off the press. Let's go.
Okay. I've been more like I've been writing on my mirror a lot, like not in permanent marker because that ruins mirrors, but like, expo markers and shit. I like write like affirmations and shit on there. That usually helps. I see it like while I'm getting ready. Also getting ready, even if I'm not going anywhere, it don't matter. Like it's just the act of like doing my makeup, getting dressed, whatever the case may be. It makes me like feel better. Plus, it like you know. Yeah,
I like
That's
that.
dope.
that's about it.
That's about it.
That's dope.
That's like yesterday.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? What's your parsley? What y'all got?
I feel like my answer is kind of similar to my coping answer. A lot of this time to myself, maybe light a candle, get a fresh haircut, get some new stuff, maybe shop. I love a good shop. Every few months, I gotta go on almost a shopping spree for almost no reason.
Every couple months.
All right, no, relax.
I can't relate.
Marv.
I can't relate.
Yes, money.
just splurge a little bit. Treat myself.
You sound like you got a credit card with 0 APR.
Actually, I do, but
Zero annual fees. Okay. They sound like you got good credit.
yeah, but I need to relax. I need to calm down because my closet getting a little hefty and I gotta move soon. So
Let us know.
that's a problem.
They'll say my closet getting hefty, so I'm just going to get a bigger closet.
Let us
Okay,
know.
self-care.
Yeah, self-care.
I don't speak broke, bitches. All right. Okay. Anybody else? What self-care y'all got going on during this time of year?
I have zero to add to this. Actually, I don't have like a routine or anything for
Need to
self-care
figure
during
that
this
out.
time.
Marvin, like I struggle doing this year.
Exactly.
Call me.
Yeah,
Call me, Hove. Just call me.
I'm not gonna fake it.
All
Look.
right. Well, look like we gotta get Marv together.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
find like some type of.
We're gonna have an intervention.
Yeah.
Marv, I'm outside.
Not into
That's what we're gonna do. Like, hey, bro, I'm coming. Is it cool if one more person
I
comes? And it's gonna be
appreciate
like
it,
5
yeah.
of us. Like, I nigga.
Whatever.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Fresh
Yeah.
off
I
his
love
run.
y'all.
That's what we're gonna go run with them.
Do some small
That's
shit.
not gonna happen. Y'all
Yeah,
can
I'm
run
not.
by yourself.
That's over with. I don't
That's
even know
not
why you
gonna
said
happen.
that.
I'll hump though if I see you.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Beep, beep. That's me, nigga.
Not gonna happen.
More than 2 beeps is not me.
Okay.
Beep, 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 run, nigga. That's
Uh,
like B2K. Them niggas after you. But,
oh, okay.
what you got?
I said what I
She
had.
went.
You
She
did.
went.
I
She
went
did.
first. What
about
you got?
you?
Spotlight's on you.
I'm definitely, this is displacement. I'm just throwing it on y'all right now.
So about
Okay.
anything else?
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Self-care for me during this time, it's really like answering less calls and talking more shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. For the last few weeks, I've been at a peak of shit talking.
Half.
Like, I really want to write some of these down.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
like,
like I
you
might have
supposed to,
material for a
asshole.
stand-up. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, I have been on a fucking roll.
That's good though.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just got shit to talk, man. Fuck it. Netflix, call me.
Definitely.
Talk your
HBO,
shit.
all that. Like, I feel like I talk the most shit during this time of year.
Yeah.
And that's my self-care. I feel good.
However
Shit,
you
I
gotta do
laugh.
it.
I giggle.
Work,
The group chats be lit. Yeah.
That's what's important.
Talking shit.
Real shit, because all my other self-care routines still continue. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of decent self-care routines, but it's just something about this time of year. Like the summers, I'm all like, oh, I love my friends. Let's do more shit. But the winter,
get
I'm
sick
like,
of
fuck
them.
you, fuck you.
You get sick of
I see you when I see you.
Like, for real. Like, I only talk to my core
Mhm.
group of people, which if you hit me up, I'm not gonna not respond. But it's like, this is the time of year where it's like, man, it's for my family.
I might not respond, but I'm
Yeah.
glad you respond.
Don't take it personally.
I
If
don't.
Devin
I
don't-
don't.
don't-
All right, because Devin will not respond. Devin will text me like, what the hell?
I'm fucking done.
But no,
What do you
I'll
want?
respond.
Yeah.
Because I just believe in there's a reason you hit me up, especially when we ain't talked in a minute, that this might be God or it might be Satan. And during this time of year, I entertain both. Not gonna lie, sorry. Fuck it. We out here now. So it's like, I got a little hell in me.
Hello?
Fuck
Got you a
it.
nice little spot,
Look,
huh?
judge y'all mama. Yeah, fuck that.
Wait, no.
I'm not going to hell. I done done too much
Oh,
good.
I've done too much good. I'm screaming.
I done done it all, done it all, done it all. God damn it. All right. We playing too much. No, we're not. But we're almost done. Second to last question.
You're almost there.
Let's go.
You're almost there.
Yeah, it's not
All right,
gonna
so like, how can your friends or family support y'all during this time? Because we need support. That's just the reality. I mean, when you're dealing with your mood swings, especially when you're dropping just your energy, you need people. For those who listen to Ari Lennox, so like. Your friends, your family listening to this, and they just don't know how they can deal with you. How can those people better support you during this time?
I think it really even still depends. There's no like one answer for this. Like, I don't mess around and just want to be left completely alone and not want to be talked to, and that's how like I'll deal with it, and like I'll figure it out. Like most of my life, not most of my life, but part of my life, I've been like kind of the type of person that just like figure out my own like problems instead of actually talking to someone, which isn't always like the healthiest choice
At
but
all.
Relax.
It ain't.
But it's not. Let's attack him.
Let's attack him.
I have learned to be more open in the recent years, which is why my seasonal depression isn't as bad. So I've improved throughout the years,
Okay.
and I've continued to grow. So don't attack me
We
too
love growth.
hard.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Let's pass it to the guests.
We're going to work our way around the room. We're going to work our
How
way
can your
around.
friends and family best support you during this time of year?
I mean, I feel like I'm the same as Devin. I like to be left the fuck alone. But it also varies from person to person. So the important thing to do is figure out what works for like the person you're like dealing with or like yourself, and making sure that you communicate to your loved ones what you need
Yeah.
during this time. Because, like, I am not good at that, like, at all. Like, I won't tell them. Well, now they know. I think for the most part, like, now they know, like, okay, she just wants to be left alone. Every now and then they'll, like, pop their head in. Hey, you alive? Cool. And I'll be like, yeah. And they'd be like, all right. And then they know I'm good, you know? Like, if I don't, like, break down and cry when they say, hey, then, like, I'm good. And they know that now. So, but you just have to communicate so that, you know, that your loved ones know what you need personally. Because it varies.
Dope.
I like that.
That's
That's
wild.
dope. I don't really need no special treatment. I'll just say, just be understanding and like, don't take shit personal, really. Like, if you call me and I don't call you back, it's like a day later, like, just give me my space. Like, if it's important, call me twice or just text me after you call. And then it's like, hey, hit me back. Then I understand. But like, if I just need my space and I don't hit you up for like a day or two.
Yeah, because nothing's worse than someone tripping about
And then we be assuming like, are you acting funny? Like, but just call outside.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably get more upset.
Exactly. Just do you. Just do you. And don't take shit personal for me.
Yeah.
I feel it. So like same, like unleave me alone, right? So do the opposite of leaving me alone. But be understanding.
Yeah.
Like for real, like hit me up and just give me time because I'm always working on hella shit. Like that's just how I am. Like I'm inspired by the other shit that I do. And so while I'm working on the podcast, I'm inspired about something with the book. You know what I mean? And then while I'm working on the book, I was like, fuck, this is a good topic for the podcast. And then like as those are working together and then I get booked for a speaking engagement, I was like, oh shit, this is a new topic. Like I'm just so inspired just by the process of the things that I do. So like, please hit me up. Yeah. And don't hit me up with that. I ain't heard from you in a while. So I'll be like, you ain't gonna hear from me for quite a time either.
Okay,
so
no one needed to say.
Like, trust me, me and that red button, we are friends. Like straight up. So yeah, man, like definitely hit me up and just be understanding. And also be clear, like if you want to be intentional, that's what I'm looking for. If you would like to communicate more during this time, say that. Let's create a schedule. If you feel like it's fake that we need a schedule, holla at me in the spring when I'm a lot more loose. Like I'm for real. Like if we gonna talk once a week, like let's make this our day because I look forward to shit like that. Like, yo, this is my day to talk to so-and-so. Right. You know what I mean? This is the time slot for me and so-and-so. Like I look forward to that shit. And so let's plan it out.
That's so great for you. That is so great.
That's how I work. I do not like chaos.
You're gonna catch me on a bad day when we
schedule shit.
I'm like, fuck.
I don't like chaos.
Today.
I most definitely will be like, oh, we planned that today? Can we like
that can be rescheduled?
I'm like tired.
Yo, I love a schedule. But like, and I get rescheduling. You know what I mean? Like not to put us on blast. Me and Marv was supposed to link yesterday at 1:30.
Oh yeah, that should definitely.
We didn't link until about 6:30. It's okay. Like that's cool too. Cause I needed a nap.
Some time back, not like days. Like just a couple hours.
No, we actually did days push too, but it's like
we pushed the whole day back.
We were honestly we pushed some weeks back, but get out our business.
I was like, oh, it's just a couple hours.
We pushed some weeks back, but the final push back, it was like, damn, now our lining is in the middle of our like head, so we couldn't push it back.
What do you got done?
You know what I mean? We just went for the ball head. You know what I mean? We just shaved it all off. We handled the business.
Yeah, that's how you do that.
All right, cool. So last question. Because we've clearly made this conversation far less serious than what I thought it was gonna be.
We had I think it was good.
Some light moments.
We need a joke in there.
Right. He keyed a little bit.
It was informative.
But not so like what advice do y'all have for a person dealing with seasonal depression? Like what do y'all have for them? What's y'all takeaway? Y'all motherfucker get better. What is y'all thing?
Don't drink a lot. Don't do it.
Keyword a lot.
Do not do it. You will not get out of that hole. And then you will be even sadder. That is not fun. Like if you're going to drink, have a little glass of wine, something cute, but like
Not the whole thing.
Yeah, don't drink the whole damn bottle. You'll be.
Depends. If you got Stella, you might need the whole bottle.
No. Like if it's like a little wine bottle, like yeah, drink that shit. It's fucking wine. But like if it's like a bottle of tequila, don't drink that shit. Like that's sad. That's borderline. You have a problem, and that's just gonna make you worse. Don't drink and talk to somebody. Like literally, it's not that big of a deal. I feel like everyone's depressed nowadays, so talk to someone.
Question about your don't drink, because I love that.
Yeah.
Does that also mean don't smoke, or
I was definitely ask that.
So I was avoiding that because in my head, I can't say that. But you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Like you shouldn't indulge in anything. Don't overly drink, don't overly smoke, don't overly eat. People like to try to pass that shit up and be like, oh, like it's just food.
I gained all this weight.
Yeah, no, put the food down. I like snacks too, but you got to put the food down. But just don't overly do anything because you will regret it, especially with like seasonal depression. Like you will regret it in like a couple months afterwards. You're gonna be like, fuck, like now I can't think straight, or now I always want a blunt in my hand, or now I'm hungry.
I can't fit these pants.
Just don't overly do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody looking at me, so I guess it's my
I mean, I felt
ain't no choice. Look.
I went to Mars.
Okay.
I didn't want to do you like that.
I would say I love what all three of y'all had said earlier. Like find some type of routine, like some self-care routine, some type of coping mechanism that you love to do, or challenge yourself. It is gonna be really hard, but try to step outside your comfort zone and try something new that you've always been wanting to do. So I'll just say find like something that keep you going. Like don't just sit around and just like soak and be sad, and find some type of routine to get into.
Okay.
That's good. I like that. Yeah.
Very solid.
All right, guys.
I'm always dabbling.
Guess I can throw a little bit on there.
All right.
A little parsley.
A
not
little
too
parsley.
much.
Yeah.
I would say if you're dealing with seasonal depression, also think about others around you that maybe be dealing with the same thing. Like maybe don't hit people up expecting a certain answer or expecting this, or because expectations, sometimes can make you think highly of someone else and they're also going through something. So you hit them up and then it's like, oh, I expected this answer. And now you're even like more sad, fuck around, be more sad.
Mm-hmm.
So just like, just be considerate of your own feelings and also other people, because you never know what people are going through.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I love that. And the way I wrap that up is like, identify your needs. The things that you need during this time of year is different. Because it's the holidays, but if you've had fucked up experiences with the holidays, or your family was broke forever, so y'all can do gifts the way that y'all do it, like why people are like, oh, Merry Christmas. It's like, man, fuck this nigga Christmas. You know what I mean? So like be clear on your needs. Like, do you need do you need people around you? Do you need just more communication? Do you need music? You need to be clear on the things that you need during this time of year, so that people can have you. Because one thing I've learned since I've become an adult, not everybody's fucked up. There's actually some really good people in this world, but if you're fucked up, you don't have access to them.
Yeah.
Like
Very
straight
true.
up. So like be clear on the things that you need so that you don't lose the people who are actually capable of supporting you.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Make that serious. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and wrap. Once again, thank you, Faith, so much for coming down to the basement.
Yeah, we are in a basement.
We had to relocate. You know what I mean? But so how can the people find you? If they want to get in contact with you, how can they find you?
Well, you can follow me on my Instagram, which I randomly decide to post on every now and then. So don't
It might be deleted,
to
y'all.
see anything. Yeah, it might be deleted. But you can find me on Instagram under Faithakins _ and then for my Snap, I like post more often on there. It's Faith Francis 48.
All right, we're gonna put all that in the comments.
Yeah.
Because Faithakins, I fucked that whole thing up.
It's literally like if you sound it out, it's spelled exactly like it's no like special razzle dazzle in there. It's
Because
just
is
safe.
it the it cans or is it
Against.
it cans? All right, I got fucking pee. So with that being said, the world is sick.
A good conversation is the cure.
And we gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Peace.
Hey, 666.